back to your Feel Good Breakfast show. It is, of course, Expresso on S3, and it is a Monday. We've woken you up in the best way with maths, but now we're going to move on to the mother of all things, women. We're excited to welcome a powerhouse in the world of media and wellness. Her name is Mishkah Loesch, from being in the top 20 for the Women's Health Cover Star competition to balancing her roles as a Good FM radio personality, master of ceremonies, and also a content creator. It doesn't stop there. She's also a life coach. Mishkah embodies the spirit of versatility and also empowerment. And as we celebrate Women's Month, Mishkah joins us to share her approach on both health and fitness and wellness. Mishkah, I got to ask you, how did we do with the overnight oats?
Wow, I didn't taste it. I mean, Carl, after I took it, he took it back.
Oh,
so
wow, Carl.
Do you know why? Because overnight requires the rolled oats. It wasn't soft enough for you. Okay, and I want you to live the soft life and you feel good breakfast show.
Oh, I like
Sorry,
that.
Okay, I did. That's it.
Well, I'm back in the kitchen a little bit later,
Yes.
so maybe then we can do some tasting. I'm not sure.
I hope so.
Then don't give Carl whatever you have.
What do you mean,
know what
please?
I mean? Now you gotta take it back. Well, Mish,
yeah.
thank you for being here. You look so
Thank you
gorgeous,
for having
girl.
me.
Of course.
I'm excited to be here.
You're an inspiring person. Because if you look at all of those roles that you play, it's so difficult, you know, to do all of that. But you managed to do it, and then you're in the top 20 for women's health. Can we just stop? I don't mean to just flex with you. Can we flex a little bit? Oh, just a little, please. Just a little bit. Being a part of that particular, process, I think anything that has that type of platform, you're also now an ambassador. You're also now somebody with that type of platform. So, I mean, how do you keep that women's health challenge going for yourself? And what is it that you want to present within that wellness space?
Yeah.
Do you know what, Carl? I think when you hear women's health, you think of the magazine, obviously, right?
Yes.
And I think it's so important for me to tell everyone, including you guys, that I never entered based on what I look like at all. I entered blatantly to be a voice for those people who are currently going through grief. I found myself again through fitness. And that's after 6 years of mourning and grieving the loss of my mother and losing myself completely. And through fitness, I found myself again and taking care of myself, because I didn't recognize myself at all. And in 2021, I had to take that step, not only for myself, not only for my baby sister, not only for my husband, my now husband. I needed to do it in order for me to be happy again. And it's been 3 years of my new journey. This women's health thing came as a huge shock, because I'm like, I'm not buff. I don't have the muscle. I don't have, I had so many doubts in my mind. So when it did come,
Yes.
I'm like, all I want from this is just to be a voice for those who think maybe there's not a light at the end of the tunnel, because there is. And that's all I want through this journey. Whether I make it further or not, that's all I want.
I think you will. I'm just saying you will. And also remember, muscle doesn't denote strength. But you just said your journey. That's strength right there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm so inspired as well, because sometimes we do even get intimidated by the world of wellness or fitness because we disqualify ourselves based off all these categories. But I love that you've taken a personal approach to it, and that is so much more relatable, Mish, and I love that for you. We wish you the best. We want to see you with that top #1 role, all right? Well, speaking about roles, there's so many that you really do embody and embrace. I mean, we are on the same station, Good FM girlies. You're, of course, on the breakfast show over there. And you're a content creator. I mean, you do so much. You're also a life coach. So how do these roles almost complement each other, even if they do or not? You tell me more about it.
I think in this industry, everything that we do and the way we take on different roles, it has to make sense as a whole, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And everyone asks me, because I never post about being a life coach, I never mention it because it's something I do in my personal capacity. And I think it's important to know why I chose life coaching. And that's in 2015, I started my success classes in Stellenbosch. And this is with 12 and 13-year-old girls. And we did small things like vision boards or days where we would clean the environment, or beach cleanups, or anti-bullying campaigns, whatever, small things. I created a safe little space that I might have needed as a girl from Ida's Valley in Stellenbosch, and a safe space that these girls do not have. Perhaps they don't have a mom, a gran, uncle or aunt, someone to take care of them. So I wanted to be that. And couple months in, I realized I need so much more than I'm giving.
Wow.
And I needed to equip myself with a skill in order to get through to them, to open up, because it took months for them to speak about where they're from, who's at home, who takes care of you, do you have siblings, And eventually they opened up, but in a form of a letter, for example. They couldn't speak to me, they would write things down. And that's when I realized that some of these letters are so much bigger than me, and I won't be able to handle it on my own. So I would have to go to a principal or another teacher or whatever. And that's why I decided to go into life coaching, to better help those goals.
Wow.
Whew. I mean, yeah, I know. Hey,
I feel life coached right
are you
now.
all right? Like, I'm feeling,
Tears might come
feeling
in.
lightheaded in the best way possible. Okay, well.
Oh, goodness.
No, it's good. It's good because you speak from such a pure place.
Yeah.
And more people need that. People need role models, you know. We see so many of these individuals all across our social media platforms. We need real role models.
Yeah.
That's the reality. And I feel like you, Mishkah, are really one of those role models that people can look up to. And as a role model, I need to give you this platform with Women's Month or outside of Women's Month. I think that there are a lot of women who are looking to you now, looking at the way you carry yourself, the way you're juggling everything.
Absolutely.
And I think it would be so nice to hear, not as a life coach, as their friend, Mishkah. What do you want to tell them to unlock something in them to get a little closer to their version of success? What would you say to them?
Do you know what? It's something that maybe I wanted to hear as a young girl. And it's so simple. It's 2 words. And it's just, you can.
Wow.
Whatever you think you can do, I promise you, you can. I mean, Carissa, I feel you are testament to this. And if I can say so, coming from, I just value myself, I believe I fought really hard to be where I am in the industry as well. So all I want, all the young girls, the young boys, the women, the men, all of us to know is we can.
Yeah.
You can.
The limit does not exist. I feel
It
like this
does not
constantly
exist.
comes up, and it's the truth. I mean, you are testament to it as well, Mish, and I can't wait to see where the rest of your journey takes you. And it's so nice to see you are packaged beautifully. You look incredible, but there is just so much more. And I love that we got to unpack some of that depth today, but there's more to come because, yes, you're in the kitchen with us. You're also going to get down and dirty and into your fitness era. I can't wait to see it. Finally, they're not going to put me, on fitness and somebody else is here.
Carl's joining?
It's you against you.
It's you against you.
So you guys left me.
We are cheerleaders. That's it. We are. That's it.
We're going to coach you through it, don't worry.
That's correct.
Well, that's Mishkah Loesch, a true powerhouse in media as well as wellness. Head over to the Women's Health website and you have to cast your vote for Mishkah today because we want in that #1 spot, and I'm sure you can agree she definitely deserves it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So while we are on Women's Month, I feel like it's important for us to have a good celebration, shall we? Tourism KZN actually proudly highlighted the extraordinary woman making waves in tourism and film, all from the picturesque Midlands.
And our girl Kuhle had the wonderful opportunity to explore this vibrant region and connect these inspiring trailblazers. Let's take a look.